Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Dice, and let's continue our campaign of Trudvang Legends, and we're off to adventure number 2. And how do we know we're doing adventure number 2? Well, at the end of every mission, alright, you're going to be slotting in some cards here in the storyboard section of this board. And when you start the next session, you're going to pick one of these green cards and go on to that mission. So right now I have a couple of missions to choose from. So I have the second adventure over here, Thief of Darkwoods. It's going to say start on page 8. Read the C2 second adventure introduction, or alternatively I could have gone on a side quest. I'm going to skip the side quest for now. I'm going to go straight on to the adventure. You can actually throw this back into the box because you're doing the mission right now and you're not going to have it sleeved. Alright, and just like mission number 1, you're going to set up through the introduction. So our heroes are going to be starting on Edland, just like in mission 1. We're going to have some enemies out on the board. So 3 trolls in Arhi, 2 in Wildlands, a couple of joggers in the East Darkwoods, and a couple in the Darkwoods. Alright, and just as a recap from mission number 1, this is going to be a 2-player playthrough. I'm going to be using Bria and Catley, so the rogue and the wizard. And we're pretty much ready to get started. Alright, well, C2 introduction is just a recap of pretty much the first mission of the game. So the elf, your mentor, has died. The ancient relic called the Snow Saga is what we're trying to find, has been stolen. All clues of the assassin and the thief lead to the Darkwoods. Alright, so actually I did forget to mention we're going to put point of interest A on the Darkwoods, and that's what we're going to be doing. Alright, so let's start our mission trying to get to point of interest A, which is the Darkwood Forest, a deep and dark forest inhabited by the wild folk. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So let's start. Turn number 1. So remember, you're always going to do the phases. You're going to travel, you're going to engage, and then you're going to explore. All right, so let's travel. No point in splitting up the party. We're going to go to the Ice Peak Mountains. All right, after that, we're going to do engage. There's no enemies there, so we're going to have to draw an event card. These, don't forget to reshuffle them at the end of every mission, but let's turn over the first one. And let's see what it is. Forgotten Roads. All right, your steps are taking you down an old, unusual path in the wild. So each hero has to do an agility test. Each hero that succeeds discards a red status, and each hero that fails discards a blue status. You know what? This is fantastic. I'm not even going to bother doing the check. Nobody has a red, nobody has a blue because we just started the mission. Let's just skip that skill check altogether because it has no impact on the game. We're going to do the explore phase. There's nothing to explore. Boom, just like that, we're going to start round number 2. All right, so let's start from the top. So travel. Now we have an interesting decision to make. Do we want to go to the wildlands up there? We do have a personality there that's going to help us battle. Or we can go straight into the eastern Darkwoods to view what that point of interest is. Yeah, let's just go straight there and make this more efficient. So we're going to go travel in here. Engage, we're going to take on the Draugr, who, just as a reminder, we're still using the same card. It tells us during the setup which one to use. And they're still the same guys from the first mission. 4 health, 2 attack, 0 shield, and the circles give them +2 attack. Alright, so let's focus in on Bria for the first draw of the battle. And by the way, when you restart a new adventure or side quest, you do need to reset your bag. So don't forget to reset your bag with what's on your character. And if you have any titles, it's going to tell you what else you need to add to your bag. So we got the Avengers of Wildland in the previous adventure. So she's going to start with an extra red in her bag. So she's got 4 red, 4 green, and 2 in one of the others. All right, you're also going to remove the status effect and pretty much just reset your character. All right, so 0 points here and 10 health, which is their maximum health. Oh, and very important, you can set the item stack however you like. All right, so I don't think I shuffled this from the previous mission, so let's draw 4. Let's get the battle started. 1, 2, 3. Oh, both my damage cards are there. Oh boy, I got twice the exact same card, somewhat. All right, so I can't use any other symbols except for red and green, pretty much. All right, so let's start the battle. I got to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 darkness on the track. 1 green. Absolutely no choice. Let's put it on this side. And let's put fire wherever fire needs to go. All right, so let's keep going. 1, 2, 3. Oh, boy. I cannot use charisma anywhere, so that's going to go on the track. I got a couple of greens. So let's go green here and green here. Okay, come on red, come on red. So I'm gonna draw probably one more time. Let's see if we can get that red that we need to deal some damage. And we did get red. That's awesome. So that's going to go on the track. But a couple of darkness. So that's going to sit here. And I think we're good. We got the 3 block damage for one of those Draugrs. And we're going to deal 5 damage to kill the other one. So let's go see what Catley's going to do. Alright, our wizard's pretty much just a default character. She just has 2 upgraded cards, no titles, nothing special going on. Oh, but she does have the blue skull, which does extra damage to trolls. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put that out there. Let's grab her bag. Let's grab 3. 1, 2, 3. See what it's going to be. Looks like I got 1 darkness straight onto the track. Charisma, so let's put it over. I do like the idea of getting points right off the start of the mission. In green, let's go for defense right over here. Although she doesn't have a lot of damage cards, she would need to fill this up to deal some damage, I think. So let's draw again. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy! So 2 more darkness on the track, and unfortunately the red has to go here. No other place for it. All right, we're looking for intelligence. Come on, intel, intel, intel. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 2 intelligence and a charisma. That's exactly what we were looking for. So let's go. Let's go intelligence here to deal some damage. Let's go intelligence over here to get some defense, and let's go charisma over here. And I think we're gonna call it a day. All right. So that's the end of the preparation step. Let's go into the resolution step. So this character here is gonna get a point. Bria's not, because she ended on the black section. All right, up next. Oh, I did forget that something I like to do is, if you're not going to end up using a card for the resolution step, just discard it right away so you don't get confused. All right, after that, let's activate some skills. So let's activate this skill, which gives me another 2 points. This is an attack, this is a block, and the other character has attacks and blocks. Okay, so we're done. All right, so now the Draugrs are going to attack us. Let's shuffle the attack deck. I don't think I did it at the end of last mission. All right, and the first one will attack Catley. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, perfect. It's a -2. That symbol is not on their card, so 2 -2. We don't even need to use our defense, but you know what, just use it anyway. It's fine. And actually, you know what? Let's not use it, because the second one's going to attack Catley as well. All right, and it's a +1. So it's going to be 2 + 1 -2. It's going to be 1 damage. All right, so both of them attack the wizard. I don't know why, but I just felt like playing it that way. Okay, now we're going to attack back. So first we're going to do a Vintner Blast, which does 4 damage. And if I activate a skill, I'm going to get a Chronicle point. So let's get a 1 point there. 4 is enough to kill off a Draugr, so let's get rid of that. Oh, small change. Obviously, I would have blocked with the jump 2, because this is a block of 3 for Bria. So I took off the damage from Catley. Sorry about that. So I would have blocked this. Next, let's activate a skill. By the way, this one, if I block all the damage, my next skill does +2. Sorry, my next attack does +2, so it's going to be 5 + 2, 7 damage. Well, doesn't matter. This thing only has 4 health. It's going to die. There you go. We finished the battle. There's no one else there. We're going to give 1 XP to all the characters, and let's go to the explore step. All right, so we're going to go explore point of interest A, which says read entry 004. All right, we're going to go to our nice little book of sagas. We're going to go to entry 4. It says, if you're visiting this entry for the first time, read entry 001. If not, read if you have quest token 3 and 4, but we're not going to read that. So let's go straight to 001. And basically, you run into the wild folk that bring you to their village. We do need to get a couple of cards here, Trouble in the Wildlands and sleeve card 59. We'll get to that in a couple of seconds. And basically, the village brings you to their elder. He's saying that he lost 2 of his kids. I mean, pause if you actually want to read the story, but he lost 2 of his kids, so we have to go figure out what happened to them. So we got to reveal point of interest B and point of interest C. His daughter went one way, his son went the other way. So let's go B and C. All right, so B and C. All right, so B is the Misty Forest, a spooky ancient forest shrouded by mist. This is the last known location of Harn, which is the boy. So let's put it on the Darkwoods. All right, and then C is the camp of the Black Deers. The war encampment on the left side of the creek facing a similar encampment on the other side. This is the last known location of Hilda, which is the girl. That goes on the wildlands. All right, so that's gonna be it. We're gonna finish the explore step. Oh, we do need to get those 2 special cards. All right, so we got these 2 cards. One of them is a new phase that we're going to be activating. So remember, that was the phase section of the storyboard, and this is a new storyboard card. Okay, so let's slot those in. For this one, it said put in the 5th slot. So now we have an extra step to do every round after the explore step. We're going to be adding markers on cards with this icon. And this is one of those cards with that icon. Now, again, I don't like to have this board showing on camera because it's way too massive. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this card up here to collect the tokens at the end of every single round, just as a reminder, so I don't have to have that whole board out. And this one, let's just look at it. It says if there's a point of interest in wildland, add 1 marker on this card. If there are 3 markers on this card, place 1 Garm in the Darkwoods and 1 in Eastern Darkwoods. Discard the tokens. All right, move this card from the game at the end of the mission. Okay, so automatically that's going to sort of lead me into where I want to go. It says if there's a point of interest on the wildlands. I think I'm going to go straight for the wildlands. It's going to be easier to fight because I have my personality there, so he adds +2 attack to an action that I have there. And plus I do want to remove that marker so that I don't get affected by this and add more guys to the board. Okay, so let's start round number 3. And let's do our travel step. So let's move into the wildlands. FYI, the book didn't tell us to remove interest marker A. So we're going to leave it on the board. All right, and we're going to go into the wildlands. All right, so step 2 is engage, and we're going to take on a couple of trolls this time. All right, actually, before we start the battle, we do have to remember that we do have a personality on that space. So just as a reminder, it's the Jarl that we picked up in adventure number 1. And he has an attack. 1 hero deals 2 damage. All right, so his attack is going to happen at the same time as our party's attack. All right, it's pretty much self-evident when that triggers. Different personalities might trigger at different times. So let's go to this battle. Let's start with Bria first. So we're taking on a couple of trolls. Trolls are just basic, even less health, 3, 2 attack, and their symbol is discard a status effect. We don't even have any, so that's fine. Okay, so starting with Bria, her next 4 cards. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Looks like a couple of strength and a darkness. Darkness straight onto the mist track. Couple of strength. So what do I want to do here? You know what, let's go straight for the energy. 1 attack does +3 damage, and I can refresh myself. Let's do that. Straight onto that track. Let's keep pushing our luck. 1, 2, 3. Looks like another darkness, and this time instead of 2 red, I got 2 green. Okay. So let's actually do this. So, oh, I can't. I don't have a charisma. So let's do this and this. Now, hopefully I get a charisma, so I can do a fast attack and add +3 to it, and this is a pretty good combo. Let's push our luck one more time. I do have an extra space there that I can use another token. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Oh, great. No darkness. That's awesome. So red has absolutely no choice. It has to go there. Green, absolutely no choice. Has to go there. And oh no, I got an extra green. Can't really go anywhere, so it's going to go on the mist track. And I think we're done with this character. I would have loved to have filled out this card. But I'm going to have 3 to kill one of the trolls in defense to absorb its damage. So let's just discard these 2. Like I like to just discard stuff when I'm not using it. And let's go to Caitley. Okay. Oops. Forgot to throw these back in the bag from the previous combat. So for her, you know what? I wouldn't mind actually using the blue skull. This does extra damage to trolls, +3. That would kill them outright. So, I mean, I don't really have to deal damage any other way. So, let's actually it's +3, so this would deal 5 damage to a troll. All right, so let's go. First draw. It looks like a bunch of everything. So red can go there or there. Let's put red here. Let's put intelligence. Well, let me put charisma here. And let me put intelligence over... You know what, let's just fill up this card right away. Let's push our luck one more time. At this point, I'd probably just want to fill up that card and I'm pretty much ready to go. 3 darkness. That's unbelievable. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to exhaust my character to redraw that. That was horrible. All right, and because we're at a town, whoops. We're at a city, which is going to let me unexhaust myself, so I don't mind flipping my character over right now. So let's throw these back into the bag. Let's redraw those terrible, terrible tokens. 1, 2, 3. 2 darkness and a green. Oh well, just a slight better. So let's put the. I really want the defense, so let's actually go over here. Let's pull one more time. Hopefully I don't get any darkness. I do want an intelligence or a green. Come on, come on, intelligence or green. Oh, awesome. I got my intelligence, it's gonna go there. I got my fire, I got my intel, and that's it. Call it a day. So let's go, that's prep step, so let's go to resolution step like usual. So both my characters ended in the blue, so they're gonna get a point. Let's see, are there any skills? Let me get rid of this because that's not activating. Are there any skills that we can activate? Not really. So the enemy's gonna attack us. I'm gonna have one of each troll attack one of our characters. So let's go to the attack deck. So the first one's gonna attack Kately, let's just say. So it's gonna be 2 plus 3. Oh no, that's gonna be 5 damage. Well, I'm gonna be blocking 2 of it. Now I can spend a point to make it an extra 1. I think I will for sure. Whoop. So that's going to be block 3. So I'm going to still take 2 damage. 1, 2. Now this one says reshuffle the enemy attack deck. So I'm going to shuffle this right away with the other cards from the previous battle. Alright. And the other one's going to attack Bria. Alright, so let's see what Bria's going to have to deal with. So the troll, it's 2 minus 1, which is only 1. Now this actually triggers, so it's discard 1 blue status effect. I don't have any, so never mind. So 2 minus 1 is just 1, and she'll block it with the 2 card over here, and discard this, and that's it. Now we're gonna attack back. Now I did not foresee one big problem. Bria doesn't actually have an attack card. She has a skill card. It says 1 attack deals plus 3. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the Jarl's card on Bria that says 1 hero deals 2 damage. Now when you use a personality token, you're supposed to flip it over, all right, to its gray side, so that you know you've used it that round. All right, so we're going to flip it over, and then I'm going to add plus 3 to that attack. So it's going to be 2 plus 3 is 5, and that's enough to kill one of the trolls. Now I did all that to show you a combo. Didn't matter because my wizard could have killed both guys either way. So I have a skill here, deal 4 damage, and if I activated a skill I would get a chronicle point, but I didn't activate a skill, so straight up 4 damage, enough to kill a troll. And this would have done 2 damage twice, which would have been enough to kill the other one, but I want to spread out the damage. Alright, so there you go. I'm going to give an XP to each character. We're going to clean up their deck. Alright, so let's do the explore step. So that's point of interest C. Alright, so that's the camp of the black deers. So it says interact for entry C217. Let's go to our book of sagas for 17, which we're right over here. So just a quick recap. You can pause and read if you like, but essentially we make it to the camp. There was a battle, they sort of tied, so they want to have a battle of champions. So the girl we're trying to find, Hilda, is trying to find fight their champion, but then Hilda was hurt. All right, so it says here, if your party has quest token 1 or quest token 2, read entry 28, which I don't have, or check her wound, so 20, or sneak into the camp of the other champion to see why he's invulnerable. So that's 48. Or if I have a warrior, go straight to 10. Now I don't have a warrior, so that's not going to happen. I don't have a quest, so that's not going to happen. So I got to pick between going to see the wound or going to the other camp. Let's go see the wound. So 20. Let's continue our adventure over here. So 20 is right over here. So you enter her tent to check the woman's condition. She has a high fever and the wound stinks. The edges are black. You've seen this before. The weapon was poison. Okay, so if any hero has the Avenger of the Wildland title, read 003. Otherwise, continue to read. Hey, 003, I have that. Avenger of the Wildland. We picked this up in adventure number 1, and I gave it to Bria. All right, so that's going to say we're not going to keep reading. We're going to go to 003. All right, so you're going to keep reading here, and it's the same poison that we saw in adventure number 1. The good monks of the monastery of Nid might be able to heal her. After all, they owe you. So reveal point of interest F. Let's go to our points of interest board. We're going to open up F and probably going to go to that monastery. Yep. So the monastery of Nid, which is the card, remember, that we replaced in adventure number 1. So if you played a specific way of that scenario, this card would have been brand new. All right, so the monks that you befriended recently will hopefully be able to provide an antidote to save Hilda. All right, so can't forget to put the marker on there. And that's it. Can't forget a couple of things. By the way, at the end of combat, did forget, he flips back over, so he'll be available next combat. It didn't say to remove C, so that's going to trigger, so we're not at the end of the round just yet. And we could activate this, so use 2 chronicle points to gain an intelligence. Well, Cadley is definitely going to interact with that city, so she's going to use 2. And we're going to go grab the intelligence token. We're going to throw it into her bag. So she's got 5 going to the future battles and skill checks. And Bria has no chronicle points, so she can't do it. But I don't think she was interested in doing that anyway. And now we're almost done the round. Remember, there's an added step 5. We need to add markers to this card. All right, if there's a point of interest in Wildlands, add 1 generic marker onto this card. And when there's 3, we're going to be adding guys to the board. So let's put one of those markers out. That's it. I got it on the side of the board here. All right, so next round, travel. Now, we definitely probably do want to make our way over here to get the antidote. So best way is through the Eastern Darkwoods or Ice Peak Mountains. Doesn't really matter. Both of them are going to take 2 steps. So let's go to the Ice Peak Mountains. Next, engage. Nobody there, so we're going to grab an event card. What do we get? We got the Stalking Beast. A dangerous beast has got your scent. So each hero in the party must perform a strength test. If at least 1 hero succeeds, each hero gains a chronicle point, and if all heals fail, we're all going to take a damage. None of us have a blue status token, so it doesn't really matter. So let me do that just with Bria, because she's the only one that can possibly get 3. Let's do this as quick as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I get it? Yeah, strength 3 test. Boom, without even getting the 4 token, 7 token. So there you go, we passed. So we're all gonna get a chronicle point as it says on this card. I'm gonna discard this. There's nothing to interact with there, so we're gonna bypass that step. Then we can't forget to add another generic marker over here at the end of the round. And let's go to the next round. Okay, so travel. We're gonna make our way to the monastery of Nid. Engage. Again, there's nothing there, so we're gonna have to do an event. All right, let's grab another event card. And what does it say? Very similar to the last one. So in on the road, the warm lights of an inn welcome you. Each hero must perform an intelligence test. Each person that succeeds gets a wild token. That's amazing. And each person that fails has to discard a blue. But again, we don't have any blue status tokens on any of our heroes, so we'll just discard that. So the only one who's going to attempt this is going to be the mage, because Bria, the rogue, only has 1 intelligence in her bag, so it would be impossible. So what are we trying to find? 3, and we're lucky we have 4. Sorry, actually 5 intelligence in our bag because the extra one there. So that's going to come in handy, and I think we're going to end up getting that wild token, I think for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I spoke too soon. I'm going to need, what, 2 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1 more token. Come on. Come on, wild. Come on. I want that wild. And no, we failed. So we are not going to get that wild. We're all going to suffer this penalty, which we don't have. So just get rid of that card. That's unfortunate. That would have been awesome. Okay, so now let's do the explore step. So let's go interact with point of interest F. Let's see what F says. Remember, it's the monastery, so we're going to go read C2015. All right, so 15 here is you're close to the monastery. Discard point of interest F. Let's get rid of this. All right. It says, okay, if personality Jarl is sleeved, which it is. I remember that personality that we have up there. He's sleeved in the storyboard section. It says read 36, otherwise read 40. So let's go to 36. All right, so you're on the road to the monastery of Nid when a group of cloaked travelers hail you. A word, stranger, we need directions. All right, and you can keep reading. Pause if you want to know. But basically it says, we found them. They must die in the name of the Snow Queen. Suddenly they turn into wargarms and attack you. Place 2 elite wargarms in the region. Reveal point of interest H. All right. All right, so we put a couple of these elite tokens and put the garms on top. Then we're going to go to the storyboard H, and this is exactly what we're going to be fighting in Dranveld, the wargarms. So just a summary here: 5 health, 2 attack. Seems like they all have 2 attack. No armor, which is nice. Here we gain a red token and lose 1 for every red you have. All right, so let's just put this on the side right over here. Actually, I'm going to put it right over here. And let's go straight into battle. Actually, wait, we don't go into battle just yet. So that was the explore step. Sorry. So we're not done the round. We're not going to battle just yet. Then we got to go to the 5th new token that we added. Remember, phase that we added. Sorry. We're going to add another token here. And if you read this card, it says, if there are 3 on this card, which there are, place 1 Garm in Darkwoods and 1 in Eastern Darkwoods. Discard the tokens. All right, so every 3 rounds, sort of, we want to go as fast as possible. We're going to be adding a bunch of these guys to the board. So which are there? They're in Darkwoods and East Darkwoods. All right, so let me just put these back on the side here. So we're going to go to Darkwoods and East Darkwoods. Something like so. All right, so that was the end of the round. All right, now we're going to start from the top. So travel, we're going to go nowhere. And then engage, we're going to take on these wargarms. All right, let's start with Bria. Actually, I don't think I shuffled her deck since the last battle. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. You shuffle when all the cards are back in your discard, and you got to reshuffle a new deck. All right, so let's flip them over. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's draw 3. It looks like I got my 2 great strikes out, which is fine, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 darkness and a green. Do I want to redraw this? Nah, it's too early. It's way too early. Although I don't, because I'm in a town. Let me just move this over. Actually, this one doesn't allow me to unexhaust myself, so I do have to keep that in mind. The only time I can do that is in the wildlands. So I got a green. That doesn't help me here or here. Do I want to go for an attack? No, this is 5 is enough to kill, so I don't need to fill up that card. So let's go for the defense. Let's do that. Let's draw 3 more. 1, come on, red. Come on, red. Come on, red. Oh, okay, we got 1 red. Put that there. We got 1 blue. Put that there. I got 1 darkness. Put that there. Think I'm gonna have to keep going. I do need to deal at least 5 damage. I do need a red token. No choice. 1, 2, 3. Ah, my hand is stuck. Yeah, that's not good. I think I will exhaust my character to redraw those tokens. That is pretty awful. I do have 4 red tokens in here. I find it mind-boggling that I can't draw 1. And there you go. That's perfect. So let's put the red one here. Unfortunately, I cannot use these tokens, both of them. So those are both going to sit on my track, and I'm going to have to lose 2 health. Yeah. All right. Let's see what Catley, my wizard. 1, 2, 3. Darkness. Charisma. It's not what I want. Let's go charisma here so I can gain my chronicle points. And a green. I might as well go on defense. Come on, intelligence. We need some blues. 1, 2, 3. Red. Oh no. Well, 1 red goes here. Unfortunately, the other red I cannot use, so it's going to go on the track. And the blue. Let's go on this one so I can deal my 4 damage. So let's keep going. So 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I don't draw any red. 2 Chronicle points. No, that's not good. So let's go 2 darkness, I mean. I think I'm going to put this here. I'm getting very unlucky this round. Do I just push for it? I think I will, because the spot that I'm at now, at the end of the round, I can use a Chronicle point to heal for 2. Well, honestly, it doesn't matter. I can draw 3 to take 2 damage, but then I get a defense of 2, which equate to the exact same thing. Is there a point? Yeah, I might as well. Maybe I can fill up that card too if I'm lucky. All right, let's go for it. Sure. I'm gonna go on darkness here, here, and here. All right, so let's go into the resolution step. First things first, both of my characters are gonna lose 2 life. 1, 2, that hurts. My poor rogue is gonna take an extra 2, and now the enemy's gonna attack. All right, so just as a recap here, remember they have 5 health and they're gonna attack us for 2. So let's go to the attack deck and flip over to the top one. And oh, sorry, I should have announced who they're attacking first. Let's just pick Bree as the first one. All right, so it's gonna be 2 + 0. So I'll block it with the evasion card. And let's have the second one attack my wizard. All right, so it's gonna also be 0. So it's gonna be 2 + 0 is 2. So I'm gonna block it with mud wall, right, which is good. So I don't take damage, but a circle here, which means, let's discard that. A circle, circle, circle means get a negative heart red effect. So let me go on the side of the board here. I'm going to get one of those, and that's going to be the first one that gets slotted in for adventure number 2. Okay, so that's good. So now we're going to attack. Oh, actually, I did forget to activate this during the skills section of the mission. Although it doesn't really matter. Skills, you know, you can pretty much do them whenever you want. So this one's gain 2 Chronicle points. So bring me to 4. Let's actually go to the other character first. For Bria, very, very simple. Just straight up 5 damage with her thing, and those guys have exactly 5 life, so we're going to kill 1 Wargarm with that attack. That's pretty much all she can do. She doesn't have any Chronicle points yet. It's rare that we don't pick up any by this point in the game, but there's nothing else to activate. Although this is going to be a little bit painful for Catley. She does need to deal 5 damage to that thing, but this skill only does 4. So we're going to deal 4. Okay, and it says if I activate a skill this round, I'll gain a Chronicle point. This was a skill, so it's going to go to 5. Whoops. All right. But at the end of combat, we're going to activate a skill, or an item, sorry. And this is pay 2 Chronicle points to deal 2 damage. So let's pay that those 2. 1, 2. Let's deal 2 damage to that Garm, and that's going to eliminate it from the board. And boom, we won the battle. Now, I'm actually going to also have to level up, because that's going to be my 3rd experience point of the mission. So let's deal with that right now. All right, we're going to go to our feat deck. We're going to draw the top 3. Okay, so we got Vintner Focus, Vintner Blast, and Vintner Blast. Okay, so this is 5 damage. This is also the same card, and this one deals 1 attack. Does, you know what? Let's change one of these Vintner Blasts in our deck. So let's go in here. We're gonna take out one of the Vintner Blasts. It's gonna go back in the box. We're gonna shuffle this into our deck and create a new draw deck for next battle. Okay, let's go do the same exact thing for Bria. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we got here. We got the Shadow Step, fast 3 damage. That's not bad. If exhausted, deal 3. Oh boy, I can do 6 damage if my character is exhausted, which she is right now. This might be awesome to pick up right now. And this one is just 5 damage, lose 1 to deal an extra +2. Great strike. Great. You know what? I'm going to take Shadow Step. All right. So let's throw the other Shadow Step into the box. Let's shuffle this into my deck. It's going to be kind of obvious when I fix my deck. I'm going to put Great Strike on top, and I'm going to put the other Great Strike at the bottom. All right, so after defeating the the Wargarms, I'm going to interact with this entry. So C219. So let's see, 1919 is over here. So the Wargarms lay dead at your feet. They turn back into human form. If you've played the side quest, the Shadow of the Garm, you already know who these people are, but I didn't play that yet. All right, so I decided to do the mission instead of that side mission. So I'm not going to read 40. I'm going to go read 43. All right, so 43. It says, the leader of your assailants manages to escape into the woods. You don't forget his face, nor the engraved axe on his side, but the question remains. Who are these people and why are they looking for you? All right, unlock side quest 006, Shadow of the Garm, if you have not yet. Well, I've already done that. Then you reach the monastery, read 40. So 40 is down over here. So keep going. The monks of the Nid greet you warmly. They describe Hilda's wound and the symptoms. Well, you can read this if you want. So after a few hours of work, the concoction is ready. The party gains quest token number 1 to represent the healing concoction. You thank the monks and depart. You must go back to the Hilda in the Wildlands point of interest C as soon as possible. All right, so we're going to gain quest token number 1. I'm just going to put this on the side of the board over here, just as a reminder that we're doing that. All right, so now the turn is not officially over, the round. The last thing we can do is still interact with the city. So here it's pay 1 chronicle point to gain 2 life. We're definitely going to be doing that with our wizard, because she's the only one with chronicle points. So she's going to pay 1 and raise her health by 2. All right, there you go. And finally, we're going to do the new phase 5, which is still at a marker. So you're still doing that every single round. And there you go. Now the round is officially over. All right, so at the start of the new round, we're going to travel. We need to go back up to the Wildlands. So we got a couple of ways. We can go through the Eastern Mountains or the Ice Peak Mountains. I think I'm going to go try to kill that Garm. Maybe my fast skill that I just unlocked is going to allow me to kill that before it even gets to attack us back. I just don't want too many Garms to gather in that space. It's going to be really hard to get back there. So let's go through here and kill this thing. All right, so move my guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this battle off camera just to speed up this video, and I'll be back for next turn. So first step is travel, then it's engage. All right, as I thought, lucky for me, I did end up getting my shadow step. So this was a fast 3 plus my character is exhausted, so it got an extra +3. That was 6 damage straight into the Garm. So it didn't even get to activate and attack us back because it only has 5 health. All right, so that eliminates him from the board. Up next, we're going to go to points of interest. I'm not going to go to the spot again because it's pointless. Then I'm going to... Actually, is it pointless? Let me go read the entry. Yes, it is pointless. You need quest token 3 or 4 on that spot. So we're going to go to the end of the round. So we're going to add another token over here. That's going to trigger the end of the round. We're going to go back to the top. So it's travel. Let's go to C. Let's engage. There's nothing there. So we're going to do an event. And it's the enemy troops one. So there's, I believe, 3 of these in the deck. Allows the enemies to be a little bit more dynamic on the board. It says move all arrow enemies 1 region towards the closest hero. Discard this card. Now the only ones we have, just like in mission number 1, are the Draugrs or the Draugr or whatever you pronounce it, and it's these guys. The closest enemies are over there. So these guys are going to move into the Eastern Darkwoods. All right. After that, we're going to go to points of interest C. All right. So we're back on text 17. We've already read this, so let's skip it. If you have quest 1 or 2, which we do, let's go to 28. And there you go. So we give her the remedy and she opens up her eyes. Discard the quest token. We're going to do that right now. Done. Then it says discard point of interest C and gain quest token 4. Done. And let's go done. I'll keep this right over here as a reminder. So she says, who are you? Your father sent me, so on and so on. So she has to go fight and she takes off. So if we have quest token 5, which we do not, 35, else 38. 38 will be on the next page. So Hilda strikes the guy. So they're having the champion on champion battle. So she attacks with all her strength, but the axe just bounces off the enemy's skin. He laughs. He keeps attacking her. Anyway, you can read the text, so on and so on. So she's about to die, but we run in. So read entry C28. Boom, boom. All right, here we go. Section 8 here is you fight with all your skill, but you do no damage. And then he gets angry and he turns into a Wurgarm. As the creature rushes towards you, you smack it and he actually feels the pain. So now he's vulnerable again. All right, so place 1 elite Garm in your region. Remember the elite token with the Garm on it. So this is going to represent the boss for sure. Then it says point of interest I. So let's go in the window. We already opened up I. Well, I just opened it up right now. So this is going to be the Wurgarm, the boss. Where's the I token? Here it is. So that's going to go on that spot. And remember, we do have our lucky ally over here who's going to help us attack him in this battle. Okay, so this was during the explore step. All right, we're not done. We can't attack him right away because that's the end of the round. We do have the 5th thing to do with that card, but 5th phase, I mean. But remember, it only ever adds tokens if there's a marker. Let's read that again. If there's an point of interest in wildland, add something to this card. Well, actually, we just added the I one. So yes, there's going to be a point of interest. So let's add the 3rd one. And we know what it's going to do. It's going to spawn a couple of Garm. So let's put one here. And let's put one here. Ah, that's unfortunate. We were 1 round too late. We could have stopped that from happening. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the round because that was step 5 of the phases. All right, we're going to go back to step 1, travel. We're not going to travel, obviously. Engage, and let's take on this boss. Okay, let's look at the stats before we do anything. So it's the boss. He's gonna have let's see, 7 times 2, 14 health with a defense / armor, which is gonna be kind of annoying, and it's gonna attack us twice for 3. So his extra abilities here are not so bad. Just gonna give us some negative status effects and make us lose some chronicle points. All right, so let's start this battle. All right, let me put this actually right over here. And let's do it. All right, let's start this thing off with Bria here. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we're gonna get. A couple of green and a darkness. So let's go green here for sure. And let's go green on this one. All right, let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Charisma I cannot use. That's annoying. Fire, let's go over here. And another leaf. Let's go over here. All right, so this one, it does +3 damage to something. So I do need to fill up a red here for sure so I can get the 8 damage. Let's see, another 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's annoying. I got intel. I got a darkness and a darkness. Now I can end right now, but I really do need that fire going. So you know what? I'm going to just take the 2 damage, which I'm probably going to get for sure, going to the end. But I'm going to have to draw 3 more to get some fire. And look at that. I got my fire. Oh, if I would have drawn 3 fire, that would have been awesome. But this one's going to go there. That's not going to activate. This one's going to go here. And that's going to cause me to stop. All right, let's go to our wizard. All right, so the wizard's going to go grab 3. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of everything. Red, can only use it here. Blue, well, charisma. You know what? Let's go over here. See if I can do an extra +2 or all my attacks do +2. That might be very good. And you know what? Let's put the intel there just to do straight up 5 damage. That's probably good. 1, 2, 3. Looks like I got a darkness. A fire, which I cannot use. So strength in the garbage. Intel. I think these 2 are going to go really well together. The skill and the attack. Let's draw once more. 1, 2, 3. Looks like I got one more. That. And then I got like the perfect thing. I can just shove it right over here. And get some defense. And I think I'm okay with this character. I really don't want to go to the end. That's going to make me lose 3 life. And she's at 7. All right, so that's going to be it for Catley. So she's going to gain a Chronicle point for this. For Bria, my rogue, she's going to end up losing 2 life because of the red marker on the miss. I'm going to activate all the red stuff. So it's 2, 1, 2. All right, so we don't have really much skills or fast things to activate. I don't have the charisma to activate this, so we're gonna suffer the couple of attacks from the Wargarm. So 2 times 3, so we'll have both characters absorb 1 of them. So first one to the Rogue. Let's go to the top of the deck. It's a 0, so that's 3. We're gonna do -2 with the evasion, so that's 1 damage. We'll go down to 1. 1 there. That's it here. Alright, for Catley, let's look at the next card. It is a -1, but with a symbol. Alright, so this is just going to be a 3 -1, 2. So we're going to block 2 with 2. Alright, so she's not going to suffer any damage. But the N means, let's go down here. The N means, oh no, that's not good. Lose 2 points, Chronicle points, which we actually wanted to use this round. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, so now it's our turn to attack. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is, because I needed this is 2 Chronicle points. Each of your attacks deal +2 damage. But I would need to activate this to give me the Chronicle point. So I would have to do this. So this gives me 2. This gives me +2 attack. Then I'm going to use it on this. That's going to be 7 damage to the Wargarm. -1 because he's got armor. So let me just put a 6 die right over here. Just to signify the Wargarm. That's going to be right off the board. I'm just going to put it on this card. Even though we know he has 14 health. Alright, so he just took 6 damage. I am going to gain 1 Chronicle point. Because of this. If I activate a skill in the same turn, it gives me a Chronicle point. And then I'm going to actually spend both 1, 2 to do this, which gives me another 2 attack on it. Now it's only going to take 1 because it's a... is there even a point of doing that? Yeah, let's do it. It's only going to take 1 because there's armor. So it gives me +2. And it's not a troll. So this goes back to the back of the line. We're pretty much done with this character. I'm going to reset her for next turn. Alright, back with our rogue. By the way, I did forget to mention one important thing. Remember, when I went to the red, this was supposed to activate too, but I don't have any blue effects here, so I wouldn't have discarded it. But remember that when you're on the exhausted side, you must always turn it over. Okay, so let's deal with her damage. So it's going to be straight up 5, and this does +3. So that's going to be 8. 8 -1 armor, that's going to be 7 more damage. 7, so let's do that. So it's 7 + 7 is 14. Oh, and look at that. I was even gonna do my my personality over there to do an extra +1, because remember he does 1 hero in the party does 2 damage, so would have done another +1, so 5. All right, so we're at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the Wargarm only has 14. There you go. So it's gonna die. All right, so let me clean up. All right, so we defeated the Wargarm again. Let's get him out of there. Let's get rid of the eye. We're not going to need it anymore. Let's flip it over because the battle's over. So now, that was the engage step. Let's go to the explore step. So remember, explore, it's a defeat and interact to read. So we're going to interact with the eye. And it says go read chapter 23. C223. So we're gonna go to the text here, and it says your final blow slays the beast man. His astonishment fades into death, while the silver trout flee ashamed and confused. Your allies, the black deers, cheer your success. You are the champion of the wild folk, they say. A hero in your party gains the title card champion of the wild folk. So you're gonna go in the deck of cards, you're gonna go grab it, and it looks like it's another agility card. This is probably gonna go on my rogue for sure. So let's give that to her. So she's going to have 2 titles already. Then you safely travel back to the Darkwoods to speak with Gorma. Place all heroes and in the party in eastern Darkwoods. All right, so we don't even get to interact with the town. We're just gonna go straight to the eastern Darkwoods over here, and we're stuck with a bunch of enemies. All right, now we're done interacting with stuff. We do have to engage next turn, but it's going to be step 5 of the phases. So remember, we need to add a marker there. But this time, finally, there are no points of interest on the wildlands, on that one. So we don't need to add a marker. There you go. At the end of this mission, we do need to remove this card from the game. All right, so let's just put this over here, and that's it. All right, so we're going to go into the next round. Obviously, travel. We're not going to travel. Let's engage these guys. We're going to try to kill them all in one turn, which is going to be kind of hard because there's 3. And then we'll figure things out. All right, so let's engage with those enemies. Let me shuffle this deck. I don't think I did it since the last battle. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's do it. Where's the bag? Here it is. So let's grab 3 tokens. Darkness. Leaf. Let's go on defense right away. And no choice. Gonna have to go here. That was my only intel in the whole bag, and I managed to draw it. Unbelievable. So here we go. Another miss. Fire. I think we're gonna have to do some damage. Actually, if I can do fast here and I'm exhausted, I can straight up kill something. So let's do that. Let's go fire here. So if I can get a charisma and a fire on my next draw, that would be golden. 1, 2, 3. Come on, no darkness, no darkness. Oh, got a darkness. Damn it. A fire is gonna go here, and I got a leaf that has no choice to go here. And now, do I push my luck? Because this can kill off somebody right away. And then with the 5, I can kill another one. And I can get my Chronicle point, which I've been desperately trying to get. You know what? I'm going to pause. I'll stay here. I'll kill one guy, protect myself from another. Although we're going to get hit by the other guy for sure. So you know what? Let's go for it. Let me just kill it outright with the fast attack here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm probably going to lose another 2 life unless I'm extremely lucky. Oh! I am the luckiest man alive. Red's gonna go here and Christmas gonna go there. We activated all the cards. Awesome. All right, let's go see our wizard. All right, let's also shuffle the wizard's deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we already know the rogue's gonna be a one-man army destroying things, so we don't have to go too crazy here. So let's grab 3 tokens, couple of intel. That's really nice. So let's go on the damage here, and let's go on the defense. Yeah, let's go on the defense. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like another darkness. Looks like fire is gonna go here. Looks like that's gonna go here. You know what? This might be enough. Do I really need... Actually, you know what? If I can get that... Because I got to block 2. My other character's got to block 2. There's no point of pushing my luck. I think I'm good like this. Alright, so both my characters are going to get a Chronicle point. Which is pretty awesome. Then we're going to activate our skills and our fast. So nothing here, but... For our rogue, we are going to do another shadow step. So just a little reminder here. So it's a fast action. It does 3 damage. If exhausted, deal +3. So it's going to be 6 damage in total. And I am exhausted. All right, so let's tap this. See that I'm doing it. Now, which one do I want to kill? Obviously, let's kill the Garm that's there straight up right away because it's more dangerous. 5 health. So let's kill him. So he's gone. All right, so now we're going to have to take, unfortunately, 2 different attacks from the Draugrs. So let's take a couple of cards off. So the first one's going to attack, obviously, the rogue. And it's going to be a +1. Oh, unfortunate. So that's going to be attack 2 + 1 is 3. I'm going to block 2 of it. So I'm going to take 1. All right. The other one's going to attack my wizard. It's going to be +2. So she has a shield of 2. So she's going to have to take 2. So I'll just do that on her shield right now. On her board. And there you go. They're done. Then it's back to me. I'm gonna do 5 damage and plus 3 damage to it, so 8 damage. Doesn't really matter. It's gonna straight up die. Oh, and small little change. I did not get that chronicle point. I just realized I was in the black section. My mistake. Let me return. Let me leave that, but lose the chronicle point. So I'm still gonna be at 0. And there's not much to see here with the wizard. She's just gonna tap her. Sorry, this should have been tapped when she blocked. This is gonna just deal straight up 4 damage, and I did not activate a skill, so I'm not gonna get the extra chronicle point, which is a bit of a shame. All right, so that's 4 damage. It's gonna kill the joggers. They're all done. I'm gonna get another XP. I'm gonna clean up. I'll be right back. All right, so engage is over. We're gonna explore. Let's explore point A. So let's go through text paragraph 004. This time when we return, we do have a quest token. So if you had nothing, quest token 311, quest token 4, which is the one that we got for saving the lady. And that's going to bring us to part 7. All right, so Hilda, the one that we rescued, tells us about the story about how she saw the thorn beast flying in the sky. Well, pause, you can read if you like. But something shot it down and so on and so on. So discard quest token 4. All right, it's gone. Then unlock adventure CS32 Web of Deceit. If you already tried to save harm, or if you want to finish the adventure, go to the end. Otherwise, keep playing. Well, I got a decision to make. You can cut the video now, which goes straight to the end of this mission, but I want to go forth. I want to go save her brother as well. So let's continue the adventure. By the way, the Web of Deceit is another card that you're going to slot into the storybook section. All right, so I don't forget. Let's put it all the way at the bottom. All right, so when I finish adventure 2 here, I'm going to have a choice between this one, which seems to be adventure 3, or I have a side quest that I might want to go on. All right, so let's put this away. All right, so there's the end of the round. There's nothing to do. Again, we're not going to activate this because there's no point of interest on the wildlands. So where do we want to go? All right, going through my options, I think I do want to, before going into the Darkwoods, I think I'm going to come down to Dranvelt to visit the monastery so I can heal a bit. Which means we just have to spend 1 extra round and I'm going to have to deal with an event. I think that's fine. So start of the phase, we're going to travel. Let's go over here. Now engage, there's nothing there. Let's grab an event and see what it's going to be. Oh, and it looks like it's an intelligence check, which is awesome. Dark Night, Dark Dreams. Oh, I got this one in the first adventure. So each hero that succeeds, so each hero in the party must do an intelligence 2 check. Each hero that succeeds gains 2 life, and each hero that fails is going to get a -1 red token. Now, I play with a house rule, FYI, that if I have a character that has 2x the amount of requirement needed for a check, I auto pass. And if I have equal to or less than, normally I auto fail. All right, it's sort of what I'm doing just so I can make these skill checks run much faster. Right, so my wizard has 4 intelligence and I just need to get a 2. So we're going to auto pass that. We're going to give her 2 life. So let's give her 2 more. All right, did that on her sheet. But unfortunately, our rogue only has 1 intel. So she's going to fail that no matter what. So she's going to get a red -1 chronicle point token, which is kind of bad because she doesn't get any chronicle points. So we're going to put this on her sheet. All right, but then this is going to go away. Let's discard it. All right, after that, we're going to go to the explore phase where we're going to interact with the city that's there. So we're going to lose a chronicle point to gain another 2 life. All right, and it looks like Cadley's going to be our superstar here to finish off the mission because she's back to full life, but no chronicle points. Unfortunately, Bria couldn't even heal because she didn't have any chronicle points whatsoever. All right, so the following turn, we're going to travel. Let's go into the Darkwoods here to point of interest B. All right, then we're going to engage and let's go against these 2 guys. I already got my sort of display ready over here. Let's go grab some tokens. There you go. That's probably better. Let's grab the bag. Let's get to it. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, double darkness right off the start. That's never good. And let's deal thing here. By the way, no, I couldn't refresh my character on that town, so we're still on the exhausted side. All right, let's grab 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, double intel and fire. So let's go here. You know what? Let's just go damage. So this is gonna deal damage twice. This one's gonna deal 5 damage. That's probably fine. And now, should I go again? Sure, let's go one more time. I do have some spaces available here, and I have spots for every other type of symbol. So let's just draw one more time and see what we can get. Looks like darkness for sure. Looks like I got charisma and a intel. And you know, I want to stop now. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go here. So I can stop. So I'm not going to be able to get this for sure. I think that's it for the wizard. So just by herself, she might be able to kill both Garms. This does 5 damage and this does 2 damage twice. So that's 4, which is great. So let's go to our rogue. All right, Madam Avenger of the Wildlands and Champion of the Wild Folk. Let's grab 3 tokens. Well, she's about to die. I think she's gonna try to get a lot of defense out there. So let's see, darkness, green, defense. All right, let's go here right away. Let's get some. Actually, wait, this one gives me 3, so it's better if I get this one. Charisma, no choice. Gotta go there. Let's grab 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, couple of agility here. So let's go here and here. So let's do that. Let's draw one more. Hopefully we get one more green. Got both red. Let's do that, and let's do that. Now unfortunately I'm gonna have to stop. I can't risk losing another 3 life. I'm only at 4. That would take me down to 1. Now the good thing about it is that at least I got 1 defense ready, and this one lets me deal a +2 attack if I block it fully, which probably will happen. So that's it for Bria. Now the Garms are gonna go first. There's nothing to activate before, so let's go to the attack deck. So let's pick I guess Bria to get attacked first. So flip 0. But they do have that symbol which adds another red heart symbol on the track. So let me fully block that. So here, 3. And this thing does 2. So let's block it all. I gotta remember that I'm getting +2. My next attack does +2 damage. Alright, but I do need to get one more of these tokens. So many red tokens. So that's going to be the first attack. Now the second one is going to attack the wizard, I believe. Yeah, let's just have her attack the wizard because I'm at full life. I mean, she's probably going to deal me 2 to 3 damage, so we'll see what happens. And it's a... she's a superstar! Alright, so that's awesome. Shuffle this deck. She doesn't get damaged, stays at full life. Amazing. Alright, so now it's our turn to attack back. Alright, first things first. Actually, I did forget to do this at the start of the battle, so this gives me 2 chronicle points. 1, 2. Now, this one deal 5 damage, and if I activate a skill, does an extra damage and gives me a chronicle point. So 5, that's going to kill off a Garm right away. And now there's one more Garm. So this one deals 2 damage twice. So 2 and 2, so it's going to take 4. Alright, almost dead. It's got 1 life left. But then with the assassination skill from the rogue, that's going to be the other 2 damage that needs to kill it. And the rogue's finally going to gain some chronicle points. 2 right over there. Okay, so that Garm's going to die. And there you go. We killed them all. So let's go see what's... so that's the engage step. Let's explore point of interest B. Alright, so point of interest B gets you to paragraph 13. So you're going to read, pause if you like. So you travel to the heart of Darkwoods to search for Harn, blah, blah, blah. So you see a bunch of different options. Alright, so it says first discard point of interest B. Alright, so this one's gone. Okay, then you got a couple of options. You saw mist, so you can go into the mist. There was music playing, so you can go check that out. Or you can explore the ruins. Now, the last time I played, I picked a different option. So what I'm going to do now is take the path I didn't take before, which was explore the ruins. So this is C221. All right, so let's go see what these ruins are about. Oh no, we're gonna have another battle. Okay, you cautiously explore the ruins. Well, pause if you want to read it. Basically, a warrior comes to life and it's an undead knight. That's fun. So if a hero in your party has the Amulet of the Bull, which we definitely don't have, it's probably part of that side mission. So I might do the side mission next so we can get these extra items. So read, if a hero has it, read item this. No, we don't. Otherwise, place one elite Draugr in the region and reveal G. Alright, looks like we're gonna have an elite Draugr. And the G, of course, is gonna be a boss. Or just the undead knight. Alright, he's not so bad. It's only got 7 life and attacks only once for 3. Unfortunately, that was the like usual, that was the explore step. We're gonna start the new phase around, travel, go nowhere, and then we're gonna engage it and try to kill it. Alright, so we just got to remember 7 and 3. Oh, and he gives off darkness runes with this symbol, which is kind of painful. Alright, so for this battle, I'm going to speed things up. I've already done the preparation step and I got an awesome combo with Bria, and that's why Kaylee's pretty much doing nothing. Alright, so we're going to go straight into the resolution step. All she's going to do is get her chronicle points, so she gets 1 for ending in the blue and 2 from this one, and she's done. That's it. Nothing else. Alright, because Bria is going to do all the hard lifting. Alright, so first things first, she's going to pay 2 chronicle points to activate her rogue tools. And if you forget what it is, it makes 1 attack becomes fast. All right, after you use an item, goes below your deck. All right, and we're going to pick this attack to go fast. So boom, that's going to be 5 damage, but we're also going to do energy too. So 1 attack does plus 3 damage. Boom, so that's going to be 8 damage in total, straight to the undead knight. Before he even gets to activate, that's just going to kill him outright. And then after we kill him, we're going to do the explore step where we're going to read section 32. All right, so I'll clean up their boards. Let's remove him from the board. Let's go read 32. All right, so let's go to 32 and basically destroy the knight. He crumbles to dust. He goes, "I shall return in time," and then he dies. All right, so a hero in the party gains card 39, Tower Lord's Sword. All right, so you go on the deck, you get this. This has to go to one of the users, and this is an awesome weapon. 1 charisma point to do 1 damage. You get 1 defense. Very, very versatile card. I really like it. All right, and then after, where are we here? 32, 32, 32. Here you go. Return to entry 13 and ignore the runes option. All right, so that's cool. So that's something I haven't seen before because it's a different path. So now we're back here where we were before. All right, so remember we had to either go in the mist, go to music, or go to ruins. Well, I'll show you the music part because this is the one I did last time. So 27. It's not much of a spoiler, but 27 is here. So you run into a bunch of fairies, or a bunch of fairies, and they want to hear a song. Then I choose, so I can ignore the music option, or I can make somebody do a charisma check, or if I have a bard, it's automatic. And if I pass, it's 1. If I fail, it's the other. The problem is I cannot pass this test with any of my characters. All right, nobody has 3 charisma, so it's gonna fail no matter what. So let's just go back to 13. All right, so it's kind of obvious where we're gonna go now. We're gonna go to the mist. We're gonna go finally to the first option, 16, which is right down here. All right, so I'm gonna pause if you want to read. All right, so you're gonna go. You're gonna see some berries, and you can eat some berries or not. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to eat the berries, or do we not want to eat the berries? Sure, let's eat the berries. All right, so no, you know what? Let's not eat the berries. Let's go to 18 right away. So we're gonna go to 18. It says you continue your journey in the cold forest, so on and so on. A pause, you can read it. All right, so if I have the fairy in my party, by the way, you would have gotten the fairy. Spoiler alert, if you would have passed the music test. So if I have the Tower Lord's sword, which I do, read entry 22. All right, so you're gonna read 22. Basically, the Draugrs that were there next to Harm want to attack us. So each we don't even have to battle here. Each person's gonna lose 2 health. I've already gone ahead and done that. And then you're gonna read 26. All right, and 26 is basically you're running away with Harm, which is the guy you're trying to save. Blah blah blah, and then says if your party, the party gains quest token 3 that represents Harm. So let's get that token. I'll put it right here in our stash. Now, if any of the heroes have one of these generic markers on your card, which we don't have, how do you get that? Well, we didn't take that path. Read 24. Otherwise, you must return to Harn's father in East Darkwoods, point of interest A. And that's it. All right, so that's going to end the explore step. And guess what? Next turn, well, let's go to the next round. It's going to be very simple. It's going to be pretty much the end of the mission. We're just going to move here. That's the travel action, then engage action. We do need to flip one of these cards over. Enemy troops move. Guess what? There's no troops on the board. So we'll just ignore that. We're going to go to the engage step, which is A. That's going to end the story. I'll show you in the book. All right, here you go. This is the end. So we're going to skip the first one. We've already done it. The party has quest token 3, which is the one we just got. Let's get rid of that. Go to 11. Then when you go to 11, you can read the story if you like. But basically Harm thanks you and then says discard 3, which we just did. And then unlock a new mission. Woo! So we unlocked 2 missions this round. So this is mission number 4. C4 right there. And if you have already saved Hilda or you do not want to, go to C2N. All right, so you're going to go straight to the end. And every single mission has a end paragraph. So you're going to read all that. So discard point of interest A. You're going to read. You're going to sleeve a couple of locations, 23, 25. Unlock side quest 22. And read whatever you want. So you can pause it here and read the story. All right, but there you go. That's the end of adventure number 2. I'm going to sleeve all that stuff. And we'll be back for probably adventure 3.